Hello, my name is Evangeline Shepard. I am the Learning Experience Director here at QuantHub. I am here to take you on a quick tour of the QuantHub Hiring Assessment Dashboard. So today we are going to be sending a position assessment. In QuantHub assessments, there are three different types of assessments. There are positions, tests, and challenges. The unique thing about positions is that we can combine both tests and challenges, and we can also combine multiple skills. When we send just a test, we can send only one technological skill or one conceptual skill. For challenges, we can send only that one case study. So today we're going to send a position that combines more than one skill. All right. We're going to click Add New. And our first step is to name our position. Name your position something that identifies it in line with the position you are hiring for or the internal role that you are benchmarking for. So for this one, it's going to be Data Science Basics for Data Scientist 2. Okay, I'm going to leave location blank, but you can certainly fill that in, and identify my specific data science, data engineering, data analysis, or other role family. This is in the data science role family. Here, this is a very important step, edit workflow. So for this position, I would like to use only the test function. That is so that I can assess only on skills and not include a challenge. If I would like to include only a challenge, I can select that. Otherwise, the default is to combine both tests and challenges. The most common use case is for people to send out only tests or only skill assessments and not combine with the challenge. Usually challenges are sent exclusively on their own. Okay. Now I'm going to click Next and name my test. Okay, Data Science Basics. If I have specific instructions for my assessment, I can add those in here. And then I can choose to allow candidates to see their results, or I can turn that function off. If candidates can see their results, they can see what they score, they can see whether it is a partial grade, and you can be prepared for some questions regarding their score. All right, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to add in the skills that I'd like to choose. I'd like to choose Python, modeling, and let's add in data essentials. Okay, that's 3 skills. For each skill, most of the time they are going to be 24 minutes long with 12 questions. We like to keep our position assessments to about 3 to 4 skills so that they do not get too lengthy. Candidates must complete the assessment in that one sitting. Here on the right-hand side, I'm going to weight the importance of that skill. This is not necessary, but if you would like to weight specific skills more heavily than others, then here's where you do it. And by weight, I mean that it actually influences the Q score of the candidate. So if I say that Python is critical, it is going to weight that score more than perhaps modeling, which is not really that important. If all 3 are equally important, then you can keep all down at 1. All right, here I can reorder the skills in which I'd like for the candidates to take them. I'd like for candidates to start with Python, but then I would like for them to move on to data essentials and then modeling. The thinking behind this is that the candidates can complete the first skill and maybe the second, but what if they run out of time for the third? That's my least important skill that I'm leaving on the third. All right, here's where you can add in a free-form question. Now we're going to talk about inviting your candidates. There are two different pathways to inviting candidates. You can send them an email directly from the app, or you can embed an invite code in your own email to the candidates. Here you can upload a CSV. The format is listed below: first name, comma, last name, and then their email. Keep in mind that this is restricted to only 50 candidates at a time, but you can upload multiple CSVs. So if you have more than 50 candidates to upload, just separate them out into 2 different or more CSVs. You can also add with just the email. Make sure that you separate each email with a comma. The next step is to choose your invite method. You can email or use an invite code. We typically recommend, if it's a smaller number of people that you are inviting, we recommend that you use the invite code in your own email with your own copy. This does 2 different things. It ensures that the email does not end up in their spam, but also it creates a little bit more personality or personability within your hiring process. If you're getting an email directly from the recruiter, you're more likely to read it, more likely to follow through than just an email from QuantHub that says, here's your invite code. Embed the invite code in an email that's specific to the hiring journey for that candidate, with instructions or more details about the position, or conveying your excitement to talk more with them or to see their skills and what they have to offer. All right, then the last thing that you're going to do is set a deadline for the invitation. You do not have to set a deadline, but it is recommended just so that you have an end date to a hiring cycle. You cannot edit a deadline after the invite has been sent. If you need to create another deadline for a specific candidate because of circumstances they cannot control, then you are recommended to create a new invite code and then send that to them in order to complete the assessment by a new deadline. This creates versioning, so it has a way of showing accountability for creating new deadlines for new candidates. You can also select reminders of daily, or just once, and however many days before the deadline. Here's where you can add a reviewer. This can be somebody else on your recruiting team or someone else in the data science or data engineering team that you are hiring for, or someone else that is reviewing results from a benchmarking assessment. This is someone who cannot invite new candidates. They are not users on the platform. However, they can review reports. All right, we have completed setup for our Data Science Basics for Data Science 2 position. Here you can see overall everything that is included in the assessment: Python, Data Essentials, and Modeling. As candidates complete the assessment, here is where you will be able to see their Q scores and view their reports. I can always add more candidates by clicking Invite Candidates by adding in the CSV or emails. The last and most important step before you can invite more candidates and expect them to be able to input their codes is to open the position. Until the position is open, candidates will not be able to redeem their invite codes. Okay, now I can see under status that the position is open. At the end of the hiring cycle, I can simply toggle it off and select it as inactive. This is the way that you are able to still view reports from closed positions, or you can reactivate a position this way. Now it's reopened. After I have received reports from all of my candidates, I can come up here to the top and export the position. This is going to generate an Excel spreadsheet that goes over everybody's score whether or not they completed the assessment, and loads of other important information and insights. Please do not hesitate to reach out at support@quanthub.com if you have any questions. We are here to help. Thank you.